File display commands. This lesson covers about all the commands that are used to display the content of a file. You could view the file by doing ls-ltr, how can you view inside of the file? The first command that we'll cover is the cat, which views the entire content of a file regardless whether it's one page or two page. More command or less command, both are the same, but more views the content of a file one page at a time, whereas less command views the content of a page in reverse order, but it also allows you to view one line at a time. Then you have head if you want to know a few lines at the top of a file. Let's say if a file has 1,000,000 lines and you just want to view the first 10 lines, you could use head command followed by the number of lines that you want to view. The same way the tail works. Instead of the top of the file, it actually gets you the lines at the bottom of the file. Again, if a file has 1,000,000 lines and you put tail -10, it will give you the last 10 lines of a file. Let's look at our Linux machine and see how we could use these commands. Okay, so let's clear this page out. Okay, the first thing I want you to do is copy the file called var log messages and copy it in your home directory. You could do /home, your home directory, which would work, or you could also do copy the name or the location of the entire file and followed by space and dot. Dot means at this location where I am. You hit enter and now you do ls-ltr. You hit enter and you'll see at the bottom right here it shows that you have this file which is 129,338 bytes long. By the way, you could copy this file only if you are root. So when you do who am I, you are root, and you remember how you will become root. Let's say if you exit out of it and you do who am I, you are yourself, and now you're gonna copy var log messages to your current location. It's not going to allow you, so you have to be root. So to become root, su space dash, put in the password, and now you are in root. So go to your home directory, the user's home directory, which is your home directory, and then you'll see here this has this messages file that you copied from var log. And the reason you were not able to copy it because you see here only root, which is the user, the owner of the file, who is root, is allowed to read and write to this file. The rest of people, which is group, has no right for anything, and so on. The others have no right on read write to do anything. Let's go back to our commands that we would cover. If I wanted to view the contents of this file called messages, the command to use is cat messages. Simple as that. You hit enter. See, it has all those contents, messages. Basically, this messages file has all your logging information of your system. Anything that is going on with your system, any services that are running, any error messages, warning messages coming in, the health of your computer, everything is stored in this file. We copied this file in our home directory just to cover the file display command lesson. So do a clear and then do cat and messages again, and you'll see it has a bunch of lines, text lines in it, and we could view through cat, but then we have to scroll up. So another way so we don't have to scroll up, how do? You do more messages. You hit enter, and there you'll see you will get one page at a time of that file messages. Here you'll see it says 1% at the bottom. You hit space bar to keep going down, you're going one page at a time, and while you are going, it also telling you the percentage of the file you have read. You keep going down And if you want to get your prompt back, what do? You simply type Q. So that's how you use the more command. Now let's use the less command. Less command space messages. Hit enter. It does the same thing. You hit the space bar, one page at a time. Also, it will give you one line at a time to view it. When you hit J in your keyboard, it will come one line at a time. Or you hit K, which is go back up. You could also do up arrow key or down arrow key, whichever that you prefer. J or K, up arrow key or down arrow key, whichever you prefer. So that's what less allows you to do. Next one we have head. If you do more and messages, you'll see the first page of your file messages. What if you wanted to see only the first two lines? You don't care what's inside the file after the first two lines. Then what do? You do head -2 space the name of the file messages, and you will see the first two lines of the file. Then you'll do tail -2 messages. This will give you the last two lines of the file, which is the last two is March 7th 3:10. You could do cat again to messages, and it will bring you down to the last page, and you could verify yes, these were the last ones. So to wrap up, we covered cat command, which lists the contents of your file regardless how many pages it has. It just displays everything in one shot. More gives you one page at a time. Less gives you one page at a time in reverse order, but also lets you view one line at a time. Head gives you the first lines depending on what you define, and tail gives you the last lines depending what you have defined. Now exit out of root account, find out which directory you are in, and do ls-ltr, and you will see there is a file called Jerry in there. Let's do cat and Jerry, and you will see two lines in Jerry file. The first line says Jerry Seinfeld is the main character, and the second line shows us the date and time of file. Not the file, but an output or a text message, whatever that is. If I just wanted to view the first line of the file, I don't care the second line, what I would do is head -1 Jerry, and it will give me the first line of the file. What if I wanted to view the last line? I don't care the first one that says Jerry Seinfeld is the main character. I just wanted to know this line. I will do tail -1 Jerry, and it will give me the last line. So this is how head and tail work.